Hello everybody, it's Dr. Raman again with another how-to video, and this time the topic is all about animal practicum. So we get a lot of questions on what is practicum, how do you register? Well, we have the experts here to tell you about it. So there are a lot of different animal practicums that we offer, but today we have the experts for small ruminant and swine. So it's Rebecca Potosky and Felicia Kleiman. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves?
So, as you said, Kathleen, my name is Rebecca. I work in the sheep, goat, and swine unit, and I primarily work with the sheep and goat students, so the small ruminant practicum. I got started for my love of small ruminants at a very young age. I raised dairy goats practically my whole life, and I started working at Rutgers University after I graduated. I'm an alumni of the animal science program myself.
Awesome.
Hi guys, I'm Felicia. I also work in the sheep, goat, and swine unit, and I am a senior research animal worker. I primarily work with the swine practicum students, but sometimes Rebecca and I like to switch off just to throw you guys off a little bit. I started working on the farm as a student in 2008 as a work-study, practicum, and summer worker, and I was hired full-time in 2011. I love the pigs, and I love baseball. So my fun facts about myself today.
Awesome. So then what can our students expect if they register for small ruminant or swine practicum? What will they be doing?
Well, in the small ruminant practicum, what we primarily do is a lot of daily maintenance on the animals, a lot of feeding, cleaning, and taking care of them.
Okay.
We also do everything from we learn about herd health management, including parasite management. We do other daily maintenance like milking. We do hoof trimming. We will do breeding and lambing and kidding, processing those babies. So you really get a well-rounded hands-on experience working with small ruminants.
Wonderful.
For swine practicum, we have a huge amount of different topics that we go over, from basic animal husbandry, feeding, cleaning, nutrition, breeds. Then we go into slightly more advanced topics such as artificial insemination, farrowing, the procedures that we do on newborn piglets such as ear notching, injections, and then we talk about more advanced topics such as parasites and diseases, and sometimes you even get to work hands-on with the university vet. You get to see more advanced procedures such as castrating, and the students really get to work hands-on with all of the animals on a daily basis, and you will get very, very dirty, I promise.
So on that note, yeah, for both.
For both.
So on that note, since you're going to be getting dirty, what do you recommend students wear to the farm?
Farm attire. Farm attire would be anything that you maybe are not that concerned with getting dirty.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely clothes that you don't mind getting dirty in.
Okay.
Long pants are recommended. Waterproof boots are a real important thing.
That's good.
Because we will be going through mud, getting dirty. And layers. Layers are really important as the seasons change, being prepared for any kind of weather, because we are out in the elements all the time.
Oh, that's true. So then if you're out in the elements all the time, when are these practicums offered throughout the year?
We offer a fall practicum and a spring semester practicum. There's also a summer swine practicum that's offered, but there's no sheep and goat or small ruminant practicum offered in the summer.
Okay.
Or winter.
Or winter. There are no winter small ruminant or swine practicums.
Okay. And when are the animals typically giving birth? Because I know that's probably what a lot of people would want to see. So when are the animals typically giving birth?
Well, as Felicia mentioned, the swine give birth all year long. Sheep and goat, however, are more seasonal. They're seasonal breeders. So we will have lambing seasons, both in the fall and the spring. And we have a very large kidding season in the spring. That's our busiest season.
And kidding is
goats
giving
birth. We also have a small kidding season in the fall. Our boar goats are our meat breeds. Will hopefully give birth in the fall.
Wonderful. So what is a typical student schedule like? In general, when do they work? How do they set up their schedule? for these practicums?
Well, Practicum is a 84-hour two-credit experience-based education course. So we break that 84 hours down into 6 hours a week,
Okay.
and students work in 2 3-hour blocks.
Okay.
So we offer Practicum sessions Monday through Thursday. We have a
Okay.
morning session, which runs from 8 to 11 a.m., and an afternoon session, which runs from 1 to 4.
Wonderful.
So students can pick 2 of those sessions.
And do they? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
They can do 2 mornings, 2 afternoons, whatever fits their schedule best.
Wonderful. And do they pick that schedule before they actually register for the course?
Yes.
Okay, so they should contact the Sheep Goat Practicum email to set that up, which I'll link to it at the end of this video.
Yes, students, once you know, it's just like any other class. Once you know your schedule, you figured out what your schedule is and your open time periods, you contact us and request a special permission number and commit to those 2 sections, and then we provide you with a special permission number to register.
Wonderful. And so just one important thing to note, that Practicum for the sheep, goat, or small ruminant and swine, they are graded now, so it's no longer pass, no credit. You will actually receive a letter grade. So on the website, we will provide the syllabi for these 2 practicums so you can see what you're going to be graded on, how you'll be graded. So what is it that you expect of the students in Practicum? How can they be successful and get that A?
Everybody wants that A, right?
Everyone wants an A.
It's maybe not as easy as students would think. It's also not very difficult. What we look for is students to participate and actively participate. So if you think that you're going to come to the farm and just pet the animals and not get dirty, it's not going to happen.
It's more than that.
It's more than that. You need to be engaged. You can't just come and put your hours in. We all know that 8 o'clock in the morning is early. However, if you sign up for 8 a.m., you need to be there, ready to work, willing to work. We like to have fun. So we're going to make the experience as fun and educational as possible. But it is a lot of work, like I said, out in the elements. So really participation is key, and being open and willing to put in the time and the effort.
Oh, that's great. And you should be reliable too.
Yes.
So make sure that you're there on time. If you have that 8 a.m. shift, you should be there a few minutes before.
7:55.
7:55. I like it. You're prepared and ready to go.
Prepared and ready and willing.
So if the students really enjoy Practicum, are there other opportunities for them to get even more involved with the animals, like move up a notch?
Yes, absolutely. Again, as Felicia had mentioned when she was talking about some of the procedures we do, like castrating, when we process the lambs and the kids, we despud, we dock. All those are opportunities for our teaching assistants to gain more experience doing those higher level types of procedures. So what we offer is a teaching assistant position to Practicum students that are alumni of both the Small Ruminant and the Swine program. And teaching assistants or potential teaching assistants go through a selective process. So there's an application, and we review them, we'll interview potential candidates, and then those candidates are selected and they receive credit as well.
Wonderful. It's 1.5 credits?
It's 1.5 credits.
Okay, and that goes toward the experience-based education requirement, which is wonderful. So, if the students are interested in this, you've piqued their interest, they want to work for you guys, they want to take Practicum, who should they contact and when should they start reaching out for special permission numbers?
So we have a special permission email that you said you will put a link to, but it is sheep, goat, swine, prac, so SHGOSWPRACT at aesop.rutgers.edu. It's a mouthful, so it'll be at the end of the video.
Yep, it will.
And what you want to do is email that, again, once you know your schedule, let us know what times you can commit to to doing practicum, and we'll get you a special permission number.
Wonderful. And when should they, what time this semester? So let's say students coming up in the fall want to register for the springtime. Registration usually happens end of October, mid-October. When should they email that sheep, goat, swine practicum email?
They can email us as soon as they're ready. They know their schedule, and as soon as they're ready to commit to 2 sections.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Now there's one other requirement that students need, and that's medical clearance. So if you want to get your medical clearance and you're not in the Animal Science 142 class in the fall, there is another YouTube video that you can watch. That's how to obtain med clearance to work with animals. You need to have that before you can send in the email and register for practicum, so keep that in mind. I think that's about all the
I
questions
have one
Yeah.
more thing.
Sure.
Once you're registered for either small ruminant or swine practicum, and you put in your special permission number, you'll be linked to our Sakai pages where you can find out all the information you need to know about when practicum is starting, what your schedule is, and you can reference our syllabus again.
All that information is provided on our Sakai sites.
Wonderful. And do you find that students do more than one practicum typically?
They tend to do both, and
Okay.
they love becoming TAs or applying to become TAs because they want to stay with the program.
So this is just a wonderful way for you to work toward whittling down that 9 credits required for the experience-based education part of your major. So thank you both.
Best part.
I know. Except for my classes. So thank you, Rebecca and Felicia, for taking the time to make this video for our students to watch. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hope to see you soon.